My Adventures with Santa is a pretty fun film with a pretty awesome cast. This was released originally in 2019, directed by Brian Skiba and written by Matthew Coppola and Brian Skiba. And the cast includes, to name just a few, Denise Richards, Patrick Muldoon. We have Barbara Eden as Mrs. Claus, and Santa Claus is played by Erick Devine. And this focuses on the Nolan family, and it's close to Christmas. The parents aren't exactly behaving very Christmassy, and Santa's workshop is also under threat from La Befana, who has an axe to grind. And Santa sends this magical snow globe, and the children in the Nolan family find this snow globe and transports the family to the North Pole, to Santa's workshop. And they're there to try and help Santa, but also to learn about the Christmas spirit and working together as a family and evaluating how they behave with one another and how they treat each other. So we have several different things happening here, and I think the narrative flows really well. It's got a really nice structure. Although there are several different aspects to it, it never felt like it was too busy or like there was too much going on. So I think even for younger children watching it, it's not that hard to follow, even though it's quite busy at times, and certainly there is a lot going on in most scenes in the North Pole. The design of the North Pole is absolutely stunning. The way they've designed Santa's environment is just beautiful. It's magical, it's festive everywhere you look. This is a really great, fun family film that can help get you into the Christmas spirit. I think you do need to suspend disbelief a little bit. There are some things that are maybe a little bit far-fetched, but it is, of course, a bit of a fantasy film in certain parts because we have a lot of magic, and I think it handles it very well. Alongside the gorgeous set designs, we also have some beautiful, beautiful costumes, including the costumes worn by Santa and Mrs. Claus and also La Befana, and none of the other costumes are bad, of course, but those ones stood out to me as being particularly beautiful. It's a good, fun film. I think it's one that will definitely appeal to people of all ages. It's not one I'd watch again and again, but as a one-time watch, I thought it was pretty entertaining. And of course, we have a fabulous cast, some really good performances, and a film that feels quite high budget. I don't know what the budget was, but it's one of those films that feels like a lot of money went into it. According to IMDb, it had a budget of 3 million, which is not that high compared to a lot of other films, but that's still a lot of money. And the worldwide gross was apparently just under $19,000. So that's according to IMDb. Make of that what you will. But it does quite big budget. The point there, of course, is that it never felt cheap. These kinds of films, if not done right, can feel cheap and gimmicky, but actually it's good fun. And I think the editing and the special effects are all really great. All of that I found to be quite pleasing. So no complaints from me at all. I think it's a great family film, and with a decent narrative, some likeable or love-to-hateable characters. And while I probably wouldn't watch it again, I definitely enjoyed the time I spent watching it.